What's up everyone? My name is Bulmondon and I am a BSIT student from the Oriental State University. Now in this video, I will demonstrate a laboratory for database administration and security using MySQL through MySQL Workbench. Now, this demonstration will cover user and privilege management, database security and integrity, and backup recovery management. All procedure will be shown step by step as required. So, um, to do this lab, we first need the MySQL. Yes, MySQL Workbench is, as you can see, in the um shown in the screen. Now, assuming we have no, we already have created our database called the company DB, and it has a table, department table, and then the employee table. Now, in the task, we will be creating a admin, and in the admin, which is create admin user, um, who will have a full control over the database. Now, in this, user is responsible for system maintenance, configuration, and security. So, to do that, we have first to go to the administration. It's just click the admin schema. For example, here the GUI, it has a schema, and then the right side it, it is the administration. Now, and the user and privilege. So you just have to add account, and then if you click the add account, it will be this. Just fill up the password and the login name here. And then next would be the account limit, and then the administrative role, which is it should have click the boxes, click all, because in the admin it should have all privilege. Now the schema privilege, you have to to up to add this, you have to add entry, and then in the it will be prompted this GUI. Just select the schema, then add your database, which is the company DB, then click OK. Now you have, assuming that you have already clicked, now you have to select these boxes. Select these boxes as the admin user is um, we call that the has all the privilege. So if you have select all and then just click apply, then done. So to, to test it you should go, and then here should create a connection, place this admin user here, and then the root username, it also the username is also the admin user, and then the default schema is this company database here. This is the one, the company database. Then click OK, and it will be here. So before you have, next would be this one. We have printed the the GUI inside. Now let's test the admin um, admin user. Let's input a no. Let's insert a data. Say insert data. Say this. Now it says here the inserted insert into department and then blah blah blah. It has successfully. Now let's delete it if it is. Now it has delete it in the admin. So the database is only the department ID and then department name, which is the CE. I have deleted the department ID, which is one, and the department name, which is the IT. So it shows that our command is correct. Now let's proceed on the staff user. Same with the process. Wait, we just have to log in this. Then same with the process on the staff, but it same with the process on the staff. Create add user, but here's the twist in the staff. In the staff, we will be grant a limit privilege um, um, grant with a limit privilege. Now this user can only view and update record, but it is not allowed to delete any data to prevent accidental loss. So same with the process of adding account. Just add account and look here the account. For example, you have already added account. Here login name, you should remember this name and then also the password. Then here would be the limited schema. No, this privilege is essential because our aim in the aim of the staff user is to limit the privilege in the company database. um, limit the privilege in the company database. So it has an insert, select, and update, but it has no delete. So to to do that, we have to back in the you have to log in the user staff user, which is we have already logged in to test if our database is in the staff user is what do we call that, the um, function correctly or correct. So it says here the insert into department is successfully added. Insert to department ID. So let's check. So it has an IT. Now we will be testing the delete from the staff user if the privilege the limited privilege is correct or done. Now it says here the error message, the delete command denied the user stuff and blah blah blah, which is supposed to, because in our assigned privilege on the staff user is we haven't granted delete in no on the stop user, which is correct. We receive this error code. So yeah, now as we can see here, the granting all privilege is called that the granting all privilege is the um uh call that we have successfully grant the admin and the staff um user. We have we have successfully implemented the limit limit in on the staff user. Now we proceed on the apply integrity constraints, which is to protect data accuracy and consistency. Integrity constraints are applied. So next, explanation. Primary key prevent duplicate records. Foreign keys maintain valid relationship, not null, ensure required data, and unique prevents duplication. So now, let's proceed on security practices. We have three major database security practice are implemented. First is the practice of least privilege, which is we implemented earlier to the admin and the what's we call the staff user to reduce risk for unauthorized action. Second is strong password policies, preventing unauthorized login. Now, lastly, the third is the skill injection awareness, where safe coding practice prevent malicious SQL execution. Next would be our backup database. Now, I will be demonstrating to create a full database backup using MySQL Workbench. Now, to do that, we proceed on this. Um, wait. Um, so far. So here, let's here company DB. So first, um, log in on our company DB. Now, um, so to execute this backup and data, first we have to go to the administration, which is here, and then we have to export our data, the company DB database, and then we have to select the file path of our so we call that the our desired file path. For example, here in the download, and then create and make a new, and then say back up backup in the download. So then okay, then we should remember this file path, and then should start export, override, continue. Then let's check if um, let's check if our file path is um, here now. Since the user, so this is our file path, then backup. So this is our database. We have a company DB, department SQL, company DB employee SQL. So we have successfully exported um, our database. Now, um, next for example, our data is accidentally lost by some employee. How to address these issues? Say, let's accidentally remove delete the employee table, so in the company DB. So this accident is normally occurs on a lot of um, um, scenario, but to address this issue by just go to administration and should click this data import and restore. Now you just click the import um, from self-contained self. Just click here and then paste the which you have to locate um the this where our we where our SQL no our backup is placed. Now we select the employee since our data is accidentally lost, which is this employee. Now let's open it, then let's start importing it. Wait, some errors. Wait lang. Default schema. Oh yeah, we have to select the target schema, which is the company DB. I forgot, and then start import. So it says here the import is complete. Now let's check it. Refresh. So as you can see here, no, oh my god. As you can see here, um, we have already. Now let's go back to from the top of the backup insecurity. So let's say that um, accidentally our data is lost. So in our database, we have so we call that we have implemented the um, to export our file, our database. Now let's say that our from the top we have, say, um, our data is accidentally deleted from what I've said earlier. I have to apologize because I haven't noticed the earlier I haven't noticed earlier on the um, my presentation is not, but it's not been displayed. So repeat. But anyways, let's say our data is accidentally lost or deleted by some employee. So yeah. So as you can see here, our company DB is um, it has only a department. Now, to recover the data loss, we have to click the administration and then click the data import. Then from the data import, you should click this um, import from self contained file, which is the file location you created. And then the default target schema, which is the company DB. And then yeah, should just start import. Now the import is completed. Let's check the schema and then refresh it. So as you can see here, our um, data is being restored thanks for the backup we implemented earlier. Now the database has been successfully restored. Now, the importance of backup. Backup ensured business consistency, no, continuity by protecting organization from accidental deletion, cyber attacks, and system failure. Now, in conclusion on this video, this laboratory demonstrate essential DBA responsibility such as access control, integrity enforcement, and backup recovery. Now, this practice ensures database security, accuracy, and availability. So that covers my demonstration of um, laboratory for administration and security. So um, thanks for watching and have a nice day.